Hello.
Hi, I'm B-Star.
I'm Ddubs.
And I am a Christian.
And I'm not.
And this time, I'm bringing another song to the table. And this one is not satanic or Christian or anything of the like. Okay. It is a song that I heard on the radio as I've just started listening to some country music radio station here. And I heard it play a couple times. And I thought that maybe the lyrics may touch you a little bit. So I'm curious to see how it goes for you.
All right. Should I get some tissue?
Well, that'd be fun.
It's fun. Actually, it's funny because today I had thought, just for something different. Why don't we look at what's the top country song right now? Mm-hmm. Pull it up. So I wonder where this falls in that. But either way.
So as a side note, neither of us actively listen to country music.
I kind of run from it a lot of times, except for Tennessee Whiskey. That's an incredible song. Yeah. No, I absolutely love that song.
I think that you could find some...
I'm sure I can. Yeah. I'm sure I can. I mean, I watched all 4 seasons of Yellowstone, and it's full of it. Yeah. And, I can't say that I wasn't moving a little bit here and there. So
this is called I'd Go to Jail by Dean Brody.
Sounds country.
Quiet man, I don't say much. I work hard, I drive a truck, I have peaceful hands, I even go to church. But don't get me wrong, I'd go to jail over her. She's just 2 feet tall, looks just like her mom, the most beautiful thing on this green earth. When she's sleeping on my chest, I know I'm in over my head. 'Cause if anybody really makes her hurt, I can't help myself, I'd go to jail over her.
Yeah, I probably would. Listen to it. And, you get the first bit of the chorus before you really know that he's talking about his daughter. And, I'd go to jail over her, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely a country song. He's got a truck. Yeah, right. He said the fact that he even mentioned a truck. No, that's great. That's great.
Like I'm tearing up a little bit on the inside.
Yeah, no warning here whatsoever. So, all right. Did you want to say anything?
No, okay. That's good.
I never thought I'd meet someone who'd be my morning, my joy and setting sun. Well, I know someday boys will call on her. Oh, but they'll all know I'd go to jail over her. 'Cause to me she'll always
a little laugh in there.
I didn't hear that before.
Always be 2 feet tall, just like her mom, the most beautiful thing on this green earth. Always daddy's little girl, full of sass and bouncing curls. And if they treat her like I do, no one gets hurt. I can't help myself, I'd go to jail over her.
Yeah.
Do you feel? I know the lyrics are wrong there. It says bouncing.
Yeah,
curls,
but I heard curls. That's one thing about country is you can, depending on, I guess, where it's from exactly, some of the accents might be a little thicker, but you can usually understand the words very clearly.
And as long as they treat her like I do.
Yep.
It just feels so like...
Way to go, dads.
And would I related to the song before, we had a kid? I don't think so. I think there's something that happens when you have a kid. And then when you see kids in movies and something happens to them, or the song about going to jail over your daughter because you love her so much. Feels. Okay.
Someday she'll meet your boy, the one you'll sweep her off her feet. And if you're lucky, she'll give you a daughter of your own. And when those little hands reach up, well, welcome to the club. You're one of us. Now you're dangerous. 'Cause to you she'll always be 2 feet tall, just like her mom, the most beautiful thing on God's green earth. When she's sleeping on your chest, you'll know you're in over your head. No, there's nothing you won't do to love on her. you're gonna laugh. When she falls, you'll help her up. When she's happy, you're gonna smile. But when she hurts, yeah, you're gonna hurt. But I promise you this much I swear. Yeah, we'd both go to jail over her. Yeah, we'd both, son, go to jail over her.
Yeah, that was great.
What a sweet little song. So short. So short. Barely 3 minutes.
I think that's another thing that is kind of typical of country music, is it's more lyrically emotional than the stuff that I listen to anyway. At least, you know, I shouldn't even say that, because there's definitely some metal that is, you know, lyrically emotional, but I don't really pay attention to that. I don't really pay attention to lyrics. There's definitely some stuff that's gotten to me before, but I don't know. This just seems, it's a little more arrow-headed, pointed kind of.
So did this get to you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
For sure. Yeah. Ever since becoming a dad, anything, whether it's a son or a daughter, really, it's any parental situation involving a dad that's kind of heart-wrenching. It definitely does.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've cried more since I've been a dad than I think I have in my life. So.
And then once she has a little girl, and then he would go to jail over her too.
Yeah.
Like, I think that
we'd both go to jail over her, because that's my granddaughter too, right?
Yes, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that country music is almost like, or at least what I've heard on the radio recently, it's almost like when a stand-up comedian has a joke, and then near the end of their set, they bring up a joke that brings up that joke from before and plays into it again.
Okay.
And that, like, this does a similar thing lyrically, that it brings it back around.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a trope that has a name, but I've picked up on that with certain things too. Yeah.
So musically, it's a lot of, what really stood out to me was an acoustic guitar.
Definitely.
Could you pick up on anything musically?
Nothing that really jumped out at me. I mean, the music was subtle enough that and I think for the people that I know who spend a lot of time with this music, they're not so focused on the music. They're wrapped up in the whole package. And for me, I was following the story and I was carried along by the story. So mostly it was his voice. Definitely the acoustic guitar. I mean, there was some drums in there too, no doubt. There was some bass. And then we had that kind of string resonation at the end that just kind of went beyond everything else.
Well, then you're picking up on even more music than I did.
I guess so.
I heard the acoustic guitar and like picking at the beginning, but
the thing for me that identifies it as country is the twang in the voice. Otherwise, if that's not there, then it could just be like light rock in some ways.
And
right?
twang, does that specifically mean like a southern accent?
Definitely a Southern American accent. That's totally twang, and that's where I feel country came from. You know?
Yeah, probably.
Texas. Kind of.
Tennessee,
yes. Tennessee, yeah.
I don't know why. What's the difference? Right?
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Well, thanks for experiencing that song with me. And if you like it, hit like. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.